Princess Catherine turned heads at the Chelsea Flower Show, but it wasn't just the flowing Erdem gown or the carefully styled royal moment that captured attention. The Princess of Wales stood beside Prince William as she unveiled something far more meaningful than a beautiful garden. The RHS Chelsea Flower Show, held at the Royal Hospital Chelsea, has long been one of Britain's most prestigious horticultural events. The Princess of Wales presented her co-designed Back to Nature garden, a project rooted in her long-standing advocacy for early childhood development and mental well-being. Joined by Prince William and the late Queen during the tour, Catherine balanced royal elegance with something more intimate and hands-on. Her choice of dress spoke volumes before she said a word. The ethereal floral Erdem gown mirrored the wild, naturalistic feel of the garden itself. Softly structured yet romantic, it blended seamlessly into the setting, almost as if she were part of the landscape she helped create. The styling was refined but approachable. Wedge heels instead of towering stilettos. Minimal accessories. It felt intentional. Elegant, yes, but grounded. And then came that quietly charming detail that caught many by surprise. As Queen Elizabeth II toured the space, she reportedly commented more than once on how tidy everything looked. A simple word, tidy, yet loaded with subtle warmth. What most onlookers didn't see was that just before the Queen's arrival, Catherine had personally adjusted small elements herself, removing stray leaves, checking final touches, ensuring everything reflected care. That small act told its own story. This wasn't a royal lending her name to a project. This was someone invested. The Back to Nature garden was co-designed with landscape architects Andre Davies and Adam White, but its soul was unmistakably Catherine's. The concept centered on the power of outdoor play, encouraging children to climb trees, paddle in streams, build dens, and explore freely. A rustic wooden den stood at the heart of the installation. A rope swing dangled nearby. Woodland paths invited wandering rather than directing it. Pine cones and sticks gathered from Amer Hall, the Wales family home, were woven into the design. Even the princess's children had contributed natural treasures to the space. There was also a deeply touching tribute. Forget-me-nots planted in honor of Diana, Princess of Wales. Prince William, during the tour, appeared content to let his wife take the lead. Earlier that same day, before the formal tour, Princess Catherine had visited the garden in casual attire. Trainers, practical separates, very different from the Erdem gown. She joined schoolchildren invited to explore the installation, crouching down to craft small boats from reeds, and encouraging them to engage with the space naturally. That contrast, morning informality and evening elegance, reflected the duality of her role. She is both participant and patron. Prince William later shared reflections on his own childhood memories, climbing trees, walking barefoot on beaches, sitting around bonfires. Those formative experiences, he suggested, build resilience and creativity. It aligned perfectly with Catherine's early years' work, which increasingly focuses on the emotional foundations of childhood. And here's the interesting part. This garden was temporary, a seasonal installation. Yet its message felt permanent. Over recent years, Princess Catherine has gradually shaped her royal identity around long-term social impact, rather than headline-grabbing visibility. Early childhood development, mental health, preventative well-being. These are not glamorous causes. They require patience, research, commitment, a sense that this work is deeply personal to her, not because it enhances her image, but because it reflects her values as a mother and public figure. As the gates of the Chelsea Flower Show opened to the public, visitors admired the textures, scents, and colors of the garden. It will be the reminder that encouraging children to reconnect with nature is both a nod to the past and an investment in the future. Princess Catherine stood among wildflowers in an Erdem gown, speaking softly about sticks, pine cones, and streams, and somehow, that felt more powerful than any balcony moment. So here's the question for you. Do moments like this, focused on childhood, mental well-being, and quiet leadership? Or do royal audiences still crave more tradition and ceremony? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal coverage that goes beyond the headlines, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next conversation. Princess Catherine delighted royal watchers with a rare and touching moment at Forest Lodge, sharing a spontaneous dance with Princess Charlotte in the gardens of the Wales family's Windsor estate home. The moment reportedly unfolded in the gardens of Forest Lodge, the Wales family's Georgian-era home where they settled last autumn. According to a source close to the family, it was Princess Charlotte who initiated the dance, smiling, eager, pulling her mother gently forward. Princess Catherine responded without hesitation, bending slightly to meet her daughter at eye level before the two began to spin slowly across the lawn. Forest Lodge was chosen carefully. Positioned within the Windsor estate, yet removed from the intensity of central London life, it represents something deliberate. Stability. The Prince and Princess of Wales have been clear in recent years that their priority is providing Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis with as grounded an upbringing as possible. The move to Forest Lodge created a setting where school runs, sports in the garden and family dinners can unfold with relative normalcy. The garden dance is not an isolated anecdote. It is a reflection of that broader choice. For Princess Catherine in particular, the symbolism runs deeper. Her public work has consistently centered on early childhood development and emotional well-being. She has spoken repeatedly about the importance of presence, of being fully engaged in the small, everyday interactions that shape a child's sense of security. This dance, though informal, aligns seamlessly with that message. Princess Charlotte herself is emerging as a fascinating figure. Now 10 years old, she is frequently described as confident and self-assured. Sources have referred to her as a mini-me of her mother, sporty, poised and observant. At a recent Windsor Castle reception for England's women's rugby team, the Princess of Wales offered rare insights into her children's interests. Charlotte, she explained, joins rugby games at home, though she is not yet playing formally at school. Prince Louis, meanwhile, enjoys touch rugby, and Prince George, now physically stronger, has become quite formidable in family matches. Princess Catherine even joked that she would rather avoid being tackled by George. She emphasized that children should not be pigeonholed into particular sports based on gender too early. Charlotte's garden dance feels even more layered. Here is a young royal equally comfortable cartwheeling across a lawn, congratulating teammates on a football pitch, and attending formal engagements with composed confidence. Many supporters have long expressed appreciation for what they see as Princess Catherine's steady influence within the monarchy. Royal history often highlights grand gestures, coronations, state banquets, diplomatic tours. A mother dancing with her daughter in a garden is not constitutionally significant, yet culturally it matters. Forest Lodge itself is becoming symbolic of that recalibration. While details of its interiors remain largely private, Princess Catherine has hinted at personal touches, including updates to Princess Charlotte's bedroom. A forever home suggests long-term thinking. It implies that the Prince and Princess of Wales are not merely managing public expectations year by year, but shaping an environment that will influence the next generation of working royals. The Princess of Wales has built her public identity around early childhood advocacy, mental health awareness and steady family life. As Princess Charlotte grows, attention will naturally increase. She is already recognized for her composure at major events and her enthusiastic participation in sport. Yet the image that lingers is simpler. A child twirling in pastel fabric, laughing freely, secure in her mother's presence. Sometimes the most enduring stories are the quietest ones. A shared laugh in a garden. A spin beneath the afternoon sun. A memory that will likely mean far more to those involved than to any headline writer. Do you believe moments like this, private, personal glimpses of royal family life, strengthen public trust in the monarchy? Or should the line between private and public remain more firmly drawn? Share your perspective in the comments below. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal analysis that goes beyond the surface, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next discussion. Prince William's emotional birthday surprise for Prince Catherine, Princess of Wales, has captured hearts worldwide, revealing a rare private royal moment filled with warmth, symbolism, and genuine affection. In a softly glowing room filled with candlelight and pastel roses, Prince William created a birthday moment so private, so quietly emotional, that it instantly captured the imagination of royal fans. This was about Prince William and Prince Catherine, Princess of Wales, sharing something rare in royal life, stillness, closeness, and a genuine pause from the public world. For a couple constantly navigating duty, security, and public attention, this felt like a deliberate return to something deeply human. When Prince William shared a deeply personal birthday message to Prince Catherine through Kensington Palace channels, it wasn't the usual polished royal phrasing. He spoke directly as a husband and father, praising her strength, resilience, and the way she carried her family through an emotionally challenging year. Instead of luxury gifts, the real offering was presence, time together without noise, without performance, without expectation. The understated elegance mirrored Prince Catherine's personal style, calm, graceful, never trying too hard to impress. It suggested that Prince William wasn't planning a birthday for the world to admire, but one designed entirely for her. Small details become powerful when they're personal, and this setting felt like a love letter written in light, flowers, and silence. This emotional shift also connects to Prince Catherine's recent health journey. When she previously spoke openly about treatment and recovery, she introduced a level of honesty rarely seen in royal communication. Her words resonated because they felt relatable, acknowledging good days and hard days, strength and vulnerability. Since then, her appearances have been measured, intentional, and rooted in well-being rather than obligation. The birthday surprise feels like a continuation of that same philosophy. Protect peace, protect health, protect family. Prince William is increasingly seen not just as a future king, but as a modern partner and parent who values emotional intelligence as much as tradition. Prince Catherine, Princess of Wales, continues to embody quiet leadership, composed, resilient, emotionally grounded. The Wales children continue to grow up slightly removed from the royal spotlight, allowing them a sense of normalcy that previous generations rarely experienced. And that's where this birthday moment quietly becomes bigger than cake and candles. It represents a shift in values, less spectacle, more substance. Less performance, more presence. It reminds people that even within centuries-old institutions, love still looks simple. It still shows up in listening, in planning something meaningful, in creating a safe space for someone you care about. With the above information, this moment symbolizes maturity, a partnership no longer defined by headlines, but by shared calm and mutual respect. There's also cultural significance here. Modern audiences crave authenticity. They connect more strongly with leaders who appear emotionally intelligent, grounded, and self-aware. Prince William and Prince Catherine seem increasingly aligned with that expectation, shaping a monarchy that feels more emotionally transparent and human than ever before. At its heart, this birthday surprise wasn't meant for public consumption, and that's precisely why it feels powerful. It was designed to comfort, celebrate, and reconnect. Sometimes it's made in candlelight, with flowers, soft laughter, and two people choosing each other, again and again. What do you think matters more in royal life, grand tradition or genuine connection? Do moments like this change how you see the future of the monarchy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next deep dive into the lives behind the crowns. The Princess of Wales, marking her 44th birthday, has released a deeply emotional video gratitude and the steady guidance of nature. It's not just another royal message, it's a rare window into a personal chapter shaped by recovery, reflection, and renewed strength. Filmed across sweeping British landscapes, from woodland paths to open fields and gentle streams. The footage shows Princess Catherine walking thoughtfully, dipping her hand into cold water, pausing as if listening to the silence around her. Her voiceover carries soft poetry rather than royal formality, inviting viewers into a slower, calmer rhythm of life. Over the past year, public appearances have been carefully paced, each step forward measured and meaningful. Winter, in her words, is not about emptiness. It's about reflection. It's about the pause that allows clarity to surface. As the camera lingers on flowing water and bare trees, Princess Catherine speaks of gratitude, emotional release, and the gentle process of finding peace. Social media flooded with messages praising her honesty and emotional courage. Many viewers, especially women navigating health challenges of their own, described feeling seen and understood. The Princess of Wales has always balanced public duty with private dignity, but this series feels different. The Mother Nature series launched during Mental Health Awareness Week, starting with spring, then moving through summer and autumn before arriving at winter. Each season carried its own emotional tone: growth, warmth, transition, and now calm. Together, they form a narrative arc that subtly mirrors a healing process, not rushed, not polished, but deeply human. Just wind through branches, water moving slowly, and a steady voice reflecting inward. Princess Catherine has previously spoken about limiting screen time, protecting mental well-being, and encouraging mindfulness. This project visually reinforces those values. Nature becomes both sanctuary and teacher, offering space for quiet thought, emotional release, and perspective. A reminder that healing often happens in small, ordinary moments. Princess of Wales allows viewers to sense vulnerability without oversharing. It's balanced, dignified, and authentic, a rare combination in modern media. From rolling countryside to murmuration skies, the landscapes reflect continuity and endurance. Nature moves forward regardless of human struggles, offering both humility and comfort. The visuals gently suggest that healing is not linear. Sometimes it flows, sometimes it pauses, and both are okay. Others express admiration for how Princess Catherine continues to use her platform not for spectacle, but for meaning. Over recent years, the Princess of Wales has increasingly aligned her work with early childhood development, mental health, and emotional well-being. The Mother Nature series complements those priorities beautifully. It positions her not only as a royal figure, but as a thoughtful advocate for healthier ways of living in a hyper-connected world. With the above information, I feel this moment symbolizes a turning point, not just physically, but emotionally and publicly. It reflects a woman stepping forward with clarity, strength, and quiet confidence. It also reinforces the royal family's broader effort to modernize emotional openness while maintaining dignity and tradition. It reminds us that healing is not about returning to who we were, but learning who we are becoming. As winter settles into stillness, Princess Catherine's message gently encourages reflection, gratitude, and renewal. The Princess of Wales offers not just words, but presence, steady, calm, and reassuring. And in a world that rarely slows down, that quiet presence feels like a gift. So what did you feel when you watched Princess Catherine's healing message? Did her connection with nature resonate with your own experiences of finding calm or recovery? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next deep dive into the moments shaping the modern monarchy. Princess Catherine and Prince William quietly surprised royal fans during their recent Scotland visit, when their royal titles appeared to change, sparking curiosity across the royal world. The moment unfolded during the Prince and Princess of Wales' official visit to Stirling and Falkirk, where local materials and introductions referred to them not as Prince and Princess of Wales, but as the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay. Here's the thing, in the world of royalty, names are never just names. They are history, hierarchy, and quiet signals of continuity. North of the English border, the heir to the throne traditionally carries the title Duke of Rothesay, a designation that dates back more than 7 centuries. Long before England and Scotland became a united kingdom, this title identified the future Scottish monarch. And even today, the tradition quietly survives, layered beneath modern royal branding. When Prince William stepped onto Scottish soil, he automatically became the Duke of Rothesay, and Princess Catherine the Duchess. It was a respectful nod to Scotland's royal heritage, stitched into the fabric of protocol. To many locals, it reinforces that the monarchy still recognizes regional identity, not just national symbolism. Prince William and Princess Catherine are also preparing to step into a powerful new role as grantors of royal warrants. In plain terms, that means they'll soon have the authority to officially endorse brands and services that supply the royal household. A royal warrant is basically the gold seal of trust, a commercial crown jewel that can instantly elevate reputation and sales. And let's be real, if there's anyone whose choices already move markets, it's Princess Catherine. The so-called Princess Catherine effect has turned modest fashion labels into overnight sellouts for years. A coat, a handbag, even a pair of earrings, once she's photographed wearing it, shelves clear faster than concert tickets. Giving her formal endorsement power doesn't just change branding. What makes this moment fascinating is how these two developments, ancient titles and modern authority, collide in the same chapter of their journey. On one hand, you have a 700-year-old Scottish tradition quietly resurfacing. On the other, a future-facing role that connects the monarchy directly to contemporary business and global visibility. Others saw it as a gentle reminder that William and Princess Catherine are slowly stepping into bigger shoes, not through flashy announcements, but through steady, symbolic evolution. The title of Rothsey traditionally passes to the first male heir once the current holder ascends the throne. That means one day, Prince George is expected to inherit it when Prince William becomes King William. It's a visible thread connecting 3 generations, legacy in motion, not frozen in museums or textbooks, but actively lived. She has grown from a young royal finding her footing into a confident public figure known for grace, resilience, and relatability. Seeing her naturally step into these layered roles, Duchess in Scotland, Princess of Wales nationally, future Queen globally, reflects how adaptable modern royalty has become. This subtle title shift resonates because it reminds people that the monarchy isn't only about ceremony, it's about continuity, trust, and identity across time. This moment subtly signals how William and Princess Catherine are learning to balance heritage with relevance. Princess Catherine and Prince William seem to embody that balance beautifully, steady hands guiding an old crown into a new era. Does this quiet title shift make the royal family feel more meaningful and rooted in history, or does it highlight how complex and layered the monarchy really is? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely love reading your perspectives. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into royal symbolism and hidden traditions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories that reveal what's really happening behind the palace doors. Princess Catherine's birthday this year wasn't marked by grand ceremonies or public appearances, but by something far more powerful. As the Princess of Wales turns 44, Prince William and their 3 children revealed a deeply personal birthday plan that says more about the future of the royal family than any public ceremony ever could. According to sources close to the Wales family, Prince William made one decision very clear early on. This birthday would be warm, private, and entirely centered on Princess Catherine, not her title, not her role, but the woman herself. The celebration was planned quietly behind closed doors, with Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Lutz all encouraged to take part. From brainstorming ideas in secret to preparing handmade gifts and choosing a family meal, the children were at the heart of the planning. Over the past year, Princess Catherine has faced one of the most challenging periods of her public life. And instead of marking her birthday with obligation, Prince William stepped in as both husband and protector, taking control of the arrangements so Catherine didn't have to lift a finger. Prince William wanted Catherine to feel cared for, not managed. And in the world of royalty, where duty often comes before emotion, that choice speaks volumes. Sources say all 3 were very excited about their mother's birthday, but Princess Charlotte in particular was deeply involved. From sentimental details to thoughtful gestures, Charlotte's role highlighted the emotional intelligence being nurtured in the next generation of royals. There's something quietly powerful about that image. A future queen being celebrated by children who understand empathy before protocol. And then there's the part of the story that made people smile. The reminder that Princess Catherine, for all her grace and global influence, is deeply human. Around the same time as her birthday, a profile revealed one of her most relatable habits. She's famously bad at keeping track of her phone. Yes, the Princess of Wales loses her phone. Often. This detail came from Giovanna Fletcher, who once interviewed Catherine for the Happy Mum, Happy Baby podcast. Off mic, Catherine admitted she regularly misplaces her phone, so much so that it became a running joke among those close to her. In a world dominated by constant notifications and digital noise, Catherine's forgetfulness feels less like carelessness and more like a reflection of her values. She has long spoken about presence, connection, and being fully engaged with her children, and perhaps losing her phone is simply the side effect of choosing real life over screens. It reinforces the image Catherine has spent years quietly building. A woman grounded in family, not performance. Taken together, these moments paint a much bigger picture. This birthday wasn't just about turning 44. It was about redefining what royal life looks like moving forward. The future of the British monarchy is being shaped not in ballrooms, but in kitchens, living rooms, and moments like this, where love and intention lead, not optics. This is exactly why moments like Princess Catherine's birthday resonate so deeply with the public. Sometimes it shows up quietly, through a husband who takes the pressure away, through children who lead with empathy, and through a woman who knows who she is beyond her crown. Princess Catherine's influence is already felt in the values she models every day. And as this birthday shows, the most powerful statements the royal family makes now are often the ones made in private. In the end, this wasn't just a birthday celebration. It was a message. About marriage. About parenting. About leadership. And about a future queen who leads not by command, but by example. Should the royal family continue embracing these quieter, more personal moments? Do you believe this family-first approach strengthens the monarchy? Or do you miss the grandeur of tradition? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more deeply human royal stories you won't hear anywhere else. Princess Catherine and Prince William don't usually make entrances that stop London in its tracks. A rare helicopter arrival, the Princess of Wales stepping out alongside her family, and 3 young royals moving calmly across the palace lawn. The sighting happened in the early hours near Kensington Palace, where witnesses reported the helicopter touching down at a restricted landing zone behind the historic residence. Prince William was seen holding Prince Lutz's hand as they walked across the grass. Prince George kept close, naturally falling into step beside his siblings. And Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, walked slightly behind, gently guiding the family's newest companion, a lively young puppy that seemed thrilled by the adventure. Honestly, it was one of those moments that reminded people the royals are still parents first. And that's exactly why it resonated so strongly online. Fans described it as refreshingly normal, while others admired how calm and grounded the children appeared despite the attention surrounding them. The puppy quickly became the unofficial star of the sighting. Gifted to the family by Catherine's brother, James, the dog represents more than just a cute addition. After the passing of their beloved previous pet, Lupo, this new companion symbolizes renewal, comfort, and emotional continuity for the family. You could almost sense that quiet healing energy in the way Catherine walked beside the puppy, relaxed and unhurried, a subtle reflection of balance returning to family life. While no official confirmation was given, royal watchers widely believe the family may have been traveling to Anmer Hall in Norfolk, their cherished countryside retreat. It's where the family often escapes the spotlight, allowing the children space to run freely, explore nature, and enjoy a more grounded childhood away from cameras and crowds. Anmer Hall has long been described as the place where the Wales family truly feels at home. The children ride ponies, race scooters across wide lawns, and experience something close to a normal upbringing despite their royal roles. It's also where Princess Charlotte recently family-focused way, a far cry from the formal image many associate with royal life. That contrast between duty and domestic warmth is exactly what makes moments like this helicopter sighting so powerful. In recent months, Prince William and Princess Catherine have quietly modernized how they connect with the public, including stepping further into digital platforms and sharing carefully curated glimpses of their real lives. This helicopter moment, though unplanned, fits seamlessly into that evolving narrative. A future-focused royal family that values transparency, emotional connection, and relatability. Many viewers commented on how composed the children looked, how affectionate the family dynamic appeared, and how effortlessly Catherine balances elegance with motherhood. Some even noted the symbolism of arriving by helicopter, a reminder of royal responsibility, contrasted against the tender simplicity of walking hand in hand across the grass. Power and privacy coexisting in a single frame. Watching Prince William steady his youngest child, or seeing Princess Catherine calmly guiding a playful puppy, taps into universal emotions of family, protection, and everyday joy. As the helicopter lifted away and the palace grounds returned to calm, the image lingered in people's minds, not because it was extravagant, but because it felt sincere. A family moving forward together, balancing responsibility with love, and reminding the world that even within palace walls, ordinary moments still matter? Do rare, unscripted glimpses like this make the royal family feel more relatable? Or do they blur the line between privacy and public curiosity? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal insights like this, don't forget to subscribe and stay connected for more stories that reveal the human side behind the crown. Princess Catherine and Prince William are closing the year with a New Year's Eve tradition that feels deeply personal and quietly powerful. As the final hours of the year slip quietly away, Princess Catherine and Prince William aren't reaching for fireworks or palace balconies. They're holding on to something far more meaningful. A New Year's Eve tradition rooted in family, reflection, and calm after a year that tested them deeply. As the year draws to a close, Prince William, Princess Catherine, and their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, typically head somewhere far less ceremonial. New Year's Eve is reserved for the Middletons. Bucklebury Manor, Catherine's childhood home, becomes the setting for a tradition that feels deliberately ordinary. This annual move away from palace life sends a subtle message. Balance is intentional. The Princess of Wales doesn't simply adapt to royal traditions. She weaves her own history into them. And for William, this rhythm, Christmas with the crown, New Year with the Middletons, reflects the kind of stability he has long valued. This particular New Year's Eve carries even more weight. 2025 was not just another chapter. It was a turning point. Nearly a year earlier, Princess Catherine had shared deeply personal news about completing chemotherapy, a moment that reshaped how the public viewed her, but as a woman navigating uncertainty with grace. So when the couple described 2025 as brilliant, many quietly noticed the contrast. Just a year before, Prince William had called the previous year brutal. As December came to a close, the Prince and Princess of Wales offered a rare look behind the scenes. 12 unseen photographs from 2025 appeared on their joint Instagram, moments that weren't curated for headlines, but chosen for meaning. Family smiles, shared glances, small victories. The images traced the year gently. Public duties like trooping the colour and the Irish Guards parade. But also softer scenes, Catherine presenting the Wimbledon trophy, the family arriving together at a Christmas gathering, children growing into themselves. Then came New Year's Eve itself. Another carousel of moments. Happy New Year to everyone around the world, they wrote, thanking followers for a brilliant 2025, and looking ahead to 2026. Included were scenes from Catherine's Mother Nature video series, William's overseas work, and moments with veterans, children, and world leaders. Just Prince William and Princess Catherine, arms around each other, framed by a vast landscape. Catherine gazes toward her husband, the moment unguarded and deeply human. The Wales family has recently settled into Forest Lodge, a Georgian-era home within Windsor Great Park. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are growing up in a household that values routine alongside responsibility. Princess Catherine and Prince William are showing that resilience doesn't always arrive with grand gestures. And while the royal family will always carry symbolism, the Waleses are leaning into a form of leadership that feels emotionally literate, present, reflective, and grounded. As 2026 begins, this New Year's Eve tradition stands as more than a family habit. And hope often arrives not with fireworks, but with familiarity. Do you think these quieter, more personal royal moments make the monarchy feel stronger? Or should tradition always come first? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what comes next. Princess Catherine and Prince William are believed to have had a private winter break with Carol Middleton, opting for discretion over ostentation on a rare family vacation. Princess Catherine and Prince William didn't announce it. And yet, their reported private winter holiday has quietly captured attention across royal circles, precisely because of what it didn't include. The Prince and Princess of Wales chose a discreet winter retreat alongside Catherine's mother, Carol Middleton. In an age where every movement of senior royals is tracked, analyzed, and debated, this low-profile escape stood out for its restraint. People noticed not because it was flashy, but because it was intentionally invisible. The winter break is thought to have coincided with a school holiday for Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. For William and Princess Catherine, school breaks are not casual gaps in the calendar. Moments when public duty is quietly paused so family life can take center stage. This winter holiday fits neatly into a pattern the couple have been building for years, one that places their children's stability above royal expectation. What truly drew attention, however, was the presence of Carol Middleton. Her involvement wasn't ceremonial, and it wasn't symbolic for show. Royal observers have long noted the stabilizing influence the Middletons bring into the Wales household. Unlike royal tradition, which often leans on protocol and formality, the Middleton family represents something different: normalcy, emotional grounding, and consistency. Carol Middleton, in particular, has been described as a quiet anchor for Princess Catherine. From the early days of her royal life to the pressures of raising future heirs, Catherine has maintained a visibly close relationship with her mother. Seeing Carol included in this private winter retreat reinforces what many already believe: that family support, not royal hierarchy, sits at the heart of Catherine's resilience. Ahead lies a busy period filled with public engagements, charitable initiatives, and growing expectations surrounding William and Catherine's future roles within the monarchy. What makes this winter holiday particularly compelling is how ordinary it sounds. That choice aligns with a growing shift in how the Prince and Princess of Wales present themselves. Others have noted the emotional significance of Catherine spending this time with her mother, especially given the pressures that come with her position. William, shaped by his own highly public childhood, has been vocal about doing things differently. This winter break appears to be another chapter in that long-term strategy. Princess Catherine, too, has quietly redefined what it means to be a modern Princess of Wales. Poised in public, grounded in private, she continues to balance expectation with authenticity. The inclusion of Carol Middleton underscores that balance. The holiday wasn't about escape, but about preservation. Preserving family bonds, preserving mental space, and preserving a sense of normal life for children who will one day inherit extraordinary responsibility. As the winter season settles and the royal calendar prepares to accelerate once more, this brief retreat offers a revealing pause. So here's the question everyone's quietly asking: should Princess Catherine and Prince William protect their private family life more, even if it means we see less of them? If you enjoy calm, thoughtful royal stories that go beyond headlines, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Princess Catherine enters 2026 with a new spirit, a clear focus on health, and a deeper purpose than ever before. As the Princess of Wales is starting 2026 in a very different place than she was just a year ago, calmer, stronger, and quietly focused on something deeply personal: her health, her family, and a renewed sense of purpose. As the Princess of Wales steps into the new year, those closest to her say there's a noticeable shift. Nearly 1 year after entering remission following treatment for cancer, Princess Catherine is gradually returning to public life on her own terms. Over the past few months, the Princess of Wales has been quietly prioritizing fitness, healthy living, and daily routines at home, habits she is said to be famously disciplined about. At the same time, she's re-engaging with her long-standing passion for early childhood development, a field she has championed since founding the Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood in 2021. That work took center stage last November at the Future Workforce Summit, where Princess Catherine addressed business leaders and policymakers about the long-term impact of early emotional development. Dr. Robert Waldinger of Harvard Medical School described her influence as huge, pointing out that early childhood development often happens quietly, behind closed doors, without headlines or fanfare. By lending her voice and her credibility to the cause, Princess Catherine is drawing attention to something that shapes lives long before adulthood begins. Waldinger noted that her energy for this work is visible, describing her as well-informed and genuinely engaged. Yale professor Mark Brackett, who also participated in the summit, believes Princess Catherine's journey as both a mother and a cancer survivor gives her a rare lens. Health challenges, he explained, often sharpen one's understanding of emotional skills, resilience, and the value of human connection. Away from official duties, a very different, and very relatable, version of the Princess of Wales exists. That detail has taken on new meaning now that the Wales family has moved into Forest Lodge, a significantly larger home than their previous residence at Adelaide Cottage. With 8 bedrooms instead of 4, there are simply more places for a phone to disappear, a small, human problem that somehow makes the future queen feel even more approachable. Alongside Prince William, she has been vocal about reducing screen time for their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. In an essay published in October 2025 titled, The Power of Human Connection in a Distracted World, co-written with Professor Waldinger, the Princess of Wales reflected on how constant digital distractions can quietly erode relationships. She warned that checking phones during conversations or scrolling during family time doesn't just divide attention, it weakens the foundation of connection itself. Prince William later reinforced that message in a candid television interview, revealing that none of their children have mobile phones, and that the household is strict about screen use. After facing illness privately, Catherine seems to be choosing a quieter strength, one rooted in health, intention, and presence. The Princess of Wales isn't just preparing for future responsibilities. She's redefining how those responsibilities are lived. By prioritizing well-being, emotional intelligence, and family connection, she's shaping a modern model of leadership that values humanity as much as duty. And perhaps that's why so many people are paying attention. Not because she's doing more, but because she's doing what matters. If you've been following Princess Catherine's journey from her most challenging year to this calm, confident start to 2026, what stands out to you the most? Is it her renewed focus on health, her mindset, or the way she's clearly putting family first? And if you enjoy thoughtful, human-centered royal stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what comes next. Princess Catherine and Prince William welcomed the new year far from royal formality, choosing a private family celebration with the Middleton family instead. As fireworks lit up the winter sky, the Prince and Princess of Wales were spending New Year's Eve not at Sandringham, but with the Middleton family, marking the start of a year that already feels deeply personal and quietly transformative. After the long-established Christmas tradition at Sandringham Estate, complete with church walks, formal lunches, and centuries-old royal rituals, the Wales family once again stepped away from public view. Christmas belongs to the crown, but New Year belongs to family. And for William and Princess Catherine, that means time with Carol and Michael Middleton. Royal watchers noticed the significance immediately. This wasn't just another low-key celebration. Princess Catherine's remission news brought relief and hope. And their recent move to Forest Lodge, widely described as their forever home, signaled stability after uncertainty. Carol Middleton is known for hosting lively, warm gatherings, the kind where laughter fills every room, conversations stretch late into the night, and no one worries about protocol. Catherine's siblings, James and Pippa, are usually there with their families, creating an atmosphere that feels unmistakably normal. An insider once summed it up perfectly. William appreciates Sandringham, but he genuinely loves the informality of staying with Catherine's parents. This contrast between royal duty and personal life has always shaped William and Catherine's approach to family. But they are equally intentional about protecting their private world, especially for their children. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis grow up surrounded by history, but moments like these ground them in something far more ordinary. Princess Catherine's health journey quietly reshaped everything. So when the Wales family chose to spend the new year in a familiar, supportive environment, it felt less like a preference and more like a statement. It happens at kitchen tables, surrounded by people who've known you long before the titles. The moments from Catherine's chemotherapy completion announcement, public appearances like Trooping the Color, and her deeply personal, Together at Christmas Carol concert. There were lighter moments too, including a playful selfie with Taylor Swift, reminding viewers that joy still has a place, even after difficult chapters. Public life alongside private strength. And at the center of it all was Princess Catherine, no longer just enduring, but quietly reclaiming her rhythm. At the family's recent Christmas lunch hosted by King Charles at Buckingham Palace, Princess Charlotte subtly mirrored her mother's style, both wearing festive shades of red. In choosing the Middletons, William and Catherine weren't rejecting royal tradition. showing that the future of the monarchy doesn't depend solely on ceremony, but on authenticity. Princess Catherine's decision to welcome the new year quietly sends a powerful message. Strength isn't always visible, and progress doesn't always announce itself. For Catherine, this feels like a turning point, not a return to normal, but a redefinition of it. As Princess of Wales, her role continues to evolve. And moments like these show a woman shaping her future with intention, grace, and clarity. As the year begins, there's no grand proclamation. Just a family, a warm house, and a sense of cautious optimism. And somehow, that feels more powerful than any palace balcony ever could. Is stepping away from Sandringham a sign of a more modern monarchy, or simply a family choosing healing over hierarchy? Drop your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss what's next. Princess Catherine and Prince William are facing fresh security concerns, just as Forest Lodge becomes their long-term family home. When Prince and Princess of Wales quietly settled into Forest Lodge, many saw it as a fresh start. But behind the calm exterior of their new Windsor home lies a story shaped by fear, resilience, and a deep determination to protect what matters most. The Prince and Princess of Wales are beginning again, even as new security concerns remind them why this reset matters so much. While the family was away on holiday, it was revealed that 2 burglaries had taken place at their Kensington Palace apartment the previous month. Police later apprehended the perpetrators, but the message was already clear. Even senior royals are not immune to intrusion. Just 2 months earlier, the couple had moved into Forest Lodge, a secluded 8-bedroom property within Windsor Great Park. The relocation followed their departure from Adelaide Cottage, a home that had come to symbolize one of the hardest periods of their lives. Forest Lodge was meant to be different, quieter, safer, and emotionally lighter. In October 2024, when the family was still living at Adelaide Cottage, thieves stole agricultural vehicles from land alarmingly close to their residence. Each incident reinforced a sobering truth. Privacy is fragile, even for future kings and queens. Neighbors reportedly expressed frustration over heightened security measures at Forest Lodge, but from the family's perspective, those precautions were not optional. Adelaide Cottage had become tied to a cascade of painful events. The family moved there in 2022, only for Queen Elizabeth II to pass away days after Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis started school. In February, King Charles publicly announced his cancer diagnosis. At the same time, Princess Catherine was privately undergoing treatment for her own undisclosed form of cancer. By March, when she shared her diagnosis with the world, she had already endured weeks of speculation, conspiracy theories, and relentless online scrutiny. Forest Lodge then is far more than a new address. According to royal biographer Sally Bedell Smith, Adelaide Cottage had become a place of pain, suffering, and sadness. Forest Lodge represents a long-term reset, a space where new memories can be built without the weight of constant reminders. Even when Prince William becomes king one day, Forest Lodge is expected to remain the family's private base. That decision alone signals a shift in royal thinking. Rather than moving with status, the Wales family is choosing stability. During the German state visit in December, she spoke enthusiastically about creating mood boards and beginning the redecoration process after Christmas. William acknowledged the renovations have been challenging, with twists along the way, but emphasized that they are tackling it together. Prince George, now 12, Princess Charlotte, 10, and Prince Louis, 7, are growing up in a monarchy under pressure. Shielding them, while preparing them for their future roles, has become William and Catherine's quiet mission. Princess Catherine's return to public life this year has been measured and intentional. On January 14th, she announced that she was in remission, a moment met with widespread relief. Since then, her appearances have been thoughtful rather than frequent, signaling strength without spectacle. Meanwhile, King Charles continues treatment, sharing in December that his regimen will be reduced in the new year. As the doors of Forest Lodge close behind the Wales family, the message is clear. It is a foundation, one built on healing, intention, and a vision of monarchy that feels deeply human. Does Forest Lodge mark the strongest chapter yet for Princess Catherine and Prince William? Or do ongoing security concerns show how fragile royal privacy really is? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more calm, thoughtful royal stories like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next cha. Princess Catherine has always balanced duty and devotion, but a rare holiday of the Princess of Wales cooking with Princess Charlotte offers a deeply personal glimpse into royal family life. Royal history is usually written on palace balconies and beneath chandeliers. But this moment? It happened in a quiet kitchen. A copper pot on the stove. Fresh vegetables in the sink. Princess Catherine cooking side by side with Princess Charlotte. The image emerged during a family holiday, offering a rare and unfiltered glimpse into the private world of the Princess of Wales. Just a snapshot of life as it really is behind closed doors. Princess Catherine, dressed in a crisp white chef-style jacket, stands at the stove, smiling softly as she stirs. Beside her, 9-year-old Princess Charlotte concentrates on washing vegetables, sleeves rolled up, fully immersed in the task. The rustic kitchen glows with natural light, copper pans catching the warmth of the moment. What struck royal watchers immediately wasn't just how relaxed the scene felt, it was how intentional it was. The Wales family have long shared that Princess Catherine is deeply hands-on at home, especially during school holidays. Cooking in particular is said to be one of her favorite ways to spend time with her children. It's where conversations happen naturally, where lessons are passed on quietly, and Princess Charlotte looks completely at ease. Focused, composed, and quietly confident. She mirrors the same calm assurance the public has seen during official appearances. Just a child learning, helping, and being trusted. Because it reflects a parenting philosophy that Prince William and Princess Catherine have consistently embraced. Raising their children with responsibility, independence, and emotional security, despite the extraordinary lives they lead. Where royal children were once carefully shielded from domestic routines, the Wales children are being encouraged to take part in everyday life. School runs, chores, kitchen duties. And that's exactly why moments like this resonate so deeply with the public. Many noted how naturally Princess Catherine steps into her role as a mother first, royal second. And then there's the detail that makes the story even more human. Princess Catherine is known to be a keen cook, often favoring classic British dishes like roast chicken. But she's also openly shared her love for curry, a staple meal across the UK. Prince William famously can't handle the spice. During a light-hearted BBC Radio 1 appearance, William admitted that anything too hot leaves him sweating and uncomfortable. Catherine, on the other hand, enjoys a bit of heat. So what does she do? She cooks the curry base for everyone, then adds extra spice to her own portion at the end. It's a small detail, but it reveals something bigger. A marriage built on compromise, humor, and everyday consideration. That's why this kitchen moment matters. It isn't even about parenting alone. It's about a modern royal identity taking shape, one rooted in warmth, balance, and emotional intelligence. By allowing the public to see these softer, more human moments, Princess Catherine builds trust, and that trust is priceless in today's world. For a royal family often associated with distance and formality, that's a powerful evolution. And so, while this image may never hang in a palace gallery, it will linger in the public imagination far longer than many official portraits. Because sometimes, the most powerful royal moments don't come with crowns or carriages. They come with aprons, laughter, and a mother showing her daughter how to wash vegetables properly. Are these quiet, everyday moments exactly what the modern monarchy needs? Do scenes like Princess Catherine cooking with Princess Charlotte make the royal family feel more relatable to you? Or should royalty remain distant and ceremonial? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your view. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next. Princess Catherine's birthday gift from King Charles is sparking emotional reactions across the royal world. A birthday gift doesn't usually shake the royal world, but Princess Catherine's birthday gift quietly entered the conversation this week. It instantly captured hearts. Whispers of a King Charles gift, possibly a royal heirloom tied to history itself, collided with the emotional sound of Westminster Abbey bells ringing in her honor. The moment unfolded around Princess Catherine's 44th birthday, marked not only by family celebrations, but by growing public attention. Reports suggested that King Charles had chosen a deeply personal gift, something symbolic rather than flashy, potentially drawn from royal history. At the same time, Westminster Abbey revived a meaningful tradition by ringing its bells in her honor, a gesture reserved for only the most significant members of the royal family. Princess Catherine and King Charles haven't simply shared formal engagements. They've shared a year shaped by health challenges, recovery, and resilience. Those experiences tend to strip away ceremony and leave only human connection. In many ways, their relationship has matured into something rooted in mutual respect rather than hierarchy. According to former royal butler Grant Harold, the birthday gift may have come from King Charles's private collection, or even carried a direct connection to Queen Elizabeth II. A royal heirloom isn't just jewelry or decor. It's memory, responsibility, and continuity wrapped into a single object. It signals trust. It says, "You are part of the story I'm protecting." If the gift remains part of the royal collection, the symbolism grows even stronger. Catherine becomes not just a recipient, but a steward of royal history. Princess Catherine already carries history with her famous engagement ring once worn by Princess Diana, a piece that transformed into a symbol of continuity, love, and public affection. She also wears the royal family order bestowed personally by King Charles, a visible sign of esteem and confidence. They quietly communicate influence, stability, and the expectation of leadership. Adding another meaningful heirloom into that narrative feels like a deliberate extension of trust. Westminster Abbey doesn't ring for just anyone anymore. Only a select few royals now receive that recognition. Hearing the bells ring for Princess Catherine placed her firmly within the monarchy's most respected inner circle. The Abbey itself holds emotional weight for her. It's where she married Prince William, where she hosts her annual Together at Christmas service, and where she has consistently promoted messages of unity, kindness, and resilience. Catherine's calm consistency during challenging personal periods has strengthened public trust in the institution itself. Her recent Christmas message at Westminster Abbey captured that perfectly. Princess Catherine spoke about connection, belonging, and the quiet importance of everyday kindness. Those words landed differently this year, especially after so much public focus on health and recovery within the royal family. That emotional credibility is something you can't manufacture, and it's exactly why gestures like a deeply personal birthday gift resonate so strongly with the public. Princess Catherine will soon hold the authority to issue royal warrants, a historic shift that places her influence on a new institutional level. Pairing that future responsibility with symbolic gestures of trust subtly prepares the public to see her not only as a beloved figure, but as a long-term pillar of the monarchy. It also reinforces Prince William's position, showing that the next generation is being supported not just ceremonially, but emotionally. A meaningful gift, the echo of bells through ancient stone, and a shared sense of continuity create something larger than headlines. They create reassurance that resilience, kindness, and steady leadership still have a place in modern royalty. What do you think this deeply personal gift truly represents for Princess Catherine's future role? Does symbolism still shape how we trust royal leadership today? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss what's coming next. Princess Catherine and Prince William have sparked an unexpected wave of conversation after fans learned about their unusually personal sleep setup. A cozy routine involving their beloved dog Orla that's charming some people and quietly dividing others. The story traces back to the couple's move into their new forever home, Forest Lodge, a quieter chapter that reflects a more grounded rhythm of family life. During a casual public visit last summer, Prince William let slip that Orla, their black cocker spaniel, often sleeps on the bed with him and Princess Catherine. And here's the thing, letting a dog sleep on the bed is one of those deceptively polarizing topics. Some people see it as the ultimate form of companionship, a comforting ritual that strengthens emotional bonds. Others see it as chaotic at best, unhygienic at worst. So when royal fans heard that the Prince and Princess of Wales were firmly on the yes side of that debate, Reactions poured in almost instantly. Orla herself has quietly become a familiar presence in the Wales family story. Gifted by Princess Catherine's brother, James Middleton, she joined the family in 2020 and quickly settled into daily life with George, Charlotte and Louis. Over the years, the public has seen glimpses of her through carefully shared photographs, including National Pet Day tributes and family birthday posts. Watching a future king kneel in the grass, absorbed in playful pups, softened the public image of monarchy into something almost universally relatable. It reminded people that beyond titles and schedules, there's laughter, responsibility, mess and affection, the same rhythms that shape families everywhere. For Prince William and Princess Catherine, dogs have long represented stability and emotional grounding. Their first spaniel, Lupo, arrived early in their marriage and became a constant companion during years of public pressure and long separations, including William's military deployment. When Lupo passed away in 2020, the loss was deeply felt within the household. Orla's arrival wasn't just replacing a pet. It was gently healing a space left behind, restoring familiar warmth and continuity in family life. James Middleton once reflected beautifully on why dogs resonate so strongly within the royal family. He observed that dogs don't respond to status, wealth, or power, they respond to presence, kindness and routine. It's easy to see how that perspective aligns with the Wales family's increasingly modern, relatable public image. There's also an interesting generational contrast quietly unfolding. Queen Elizabeth's legendary love for corgis defined decades of royal symbolism. Those dogs had their own carefully arranged sleeping quarters, elegant, organized, and perfectly reflective of royal structure. Many fans say the image of Orla nestled beside Prince William and Princess Catherine makes them feel closer to the couple, reinforcing their reputation as grounded parents and compassionate leaders in waiting. Others find the choice bold, even amusing, because it subtly challenges the idea that royal life must always remain polished and distant. That tiny domestic detail becomes a powerful storytelling bridge between palace life and everyday living rooms around the world. The choice to welcome Orla so closely into their private space reflects trust, emotional comfort, and a desire for normalcy amid extraordinary responsibility. It sends a quiet message that leadership can coexist with warmth, vulnerability, and family-centered values. Seeing Princess Catherine and Prince William embrace such ordinary comforts reminds people that even the most visible lives still need softness, companionship, and a sense of home. So now I'm curious. Would you ever let your pet sleep on your bed? Or is that crossing a line for you? Does this glimpse into royal family life make the Prince and Princess of Wales feel more relatable? Or do you prefer a little royal mystery? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next deep dive into the moments that quietly shaped the future of the monarchy. Princess Catherine delivers a deeply moving moment during a heartfelt hospital visit alongside Prince William, offering rare insight into her chemotherapy journey and cancer remission. The Princess of Wales didn't raise her voice. And yet, during a quiet hospital visit with Prince William, just two simple words, "I know," carried the weight of an entire cancer journey. As the Prince and Princess of Wales stepped into Charing Cross Hospital for their first joint engagement of 2026, but a deeply human moment that reminded everyone watching why this couple resonates far beyond the palace gates. The visit took place on a cold January morning in London, as hospital corridors remained packed from the intense winter demand. Princess Catherine joined Prince William to thank NHS staff and volunteers who have been working tirelessly through the seasonal surge. Originally, William was expected to attend alone, but Catherine chose to come with him, quietly signaling her continued support for the healthcare community that once stood beside her during her own treatment. The couple spoke with members of NHS Charities Together, an organization they jointly support, listening closely to stories about patients, visitors, and the long hours spent waiting through treatment cycles. One volunteer, who regularly works with chemotherapy patients, mentioned how families often sit for hours, holding on to hope in hospital waiting areas. The comment landed softly in the room. Princess Catherine paused for a brief moment, then quietly replied, "I know." She gently reached over and touched Prince William's shoulder and added, "You know. Just shared memory, shared resilience, and shared understanding between two people who walked through a difficult chapter together." For viewers and staff alike, the moment resonated because it felt honest. A reminder that behind the royal titles are individuals who carry real scars, real fears, and real strength. Princess Catherine's health journey has remained intentionally private. In 2024, she was diagnosed with cancer and underwent several months of chemotherapy. By early 2025, she announced that she was in remission, thanking medical teams and the public for their support. But beyond those updates, she chose not to publicly detail the emotional toll or physical challenges she faced. That decision reflected her instinct to protect her children, preserve family stability, and maintain dignity during vulnerability. Observers noted how relaxed she appeared, smiling easily, engaging warmly with staff, and moving comfortably through the space that once represented uncertainty in her life. Her presence sent a reassuring message. Healing is possible, strength returns, and life continues with renewed perspective. Prince William also acknowledged how meaningful the visit was for both of them. He reflected on their different hospital experiences, his background in air ambulance service and Catherine's recent health journey, emphasizing how visits like this remind them of the extraordinary dedication shown by healthcare teams every single day. The visit also highlighted the critical role of RHS charities together. The couple met with charity leaders, policymakers, and philanthropists to discuss funding pressures, staff well-being, and how philanthropy supports patient care during demanding seasons. For many healthcare workers, feeling seen and appreciated matters just as much as resources. Their exchange, "I know, you know," revealed a relationship built on shared experience rather than public display. They offer comfort to those facing illness, encouragement to caregivers, and reassurance that leadership can still be grounded in kindness and humility. So what did you feel when you heard Princess Catherine's quiet words? Did that subtle exchange speak louder than any headline ever could? Share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing your perspective. And if you enjoy thoughtful royal stories that go beyond surface news, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss what's coming next.